Hey everyone, this is Alex or PolymomoTea, and today I have a tutorial showing you how to make this golden beetle in a cage. And you'll be using plastic as well as polymer clay and UV resin. So we're going to start out with the cage, and here I just made a template of 1 inch by 3/4 inches and 3/4 inches tall, and I'm just cutting it out. And then here I'm just taping it onto a piece of shrink plastic because I didn't have regular plastic. I'm using shrink plastic, and then I'm using an xacto knife to carefully carve it out of the plastic based on the template. And you want to be super careful and take your time on doing this. So once you got it carved out, you just want to take off the template, and then using a ruler you want to carve out the lines like little etchings so you can fold the cage over. Make sure you don't cut too much. Then you want to bend them gently so they turn into the cage shape. Then you want to apply a very small layer of super glue and hold the two sides of the cage together, and you want to do that with all 4 sides. And please take your time because you don't want to put too much glue. And then here is your finished cage. Now for the lid, you want to put the cage on top of some green clay and you want to flatten it out. And you just want to kind of cut around it to make a rectangle shape. Once you take the cage off, there should be a layer so you can put the cage in, and so you want to flip it over, and then you want to carve out a nice rectangle, kind of like the viewfinder of your cage. And then with a dotting tool or your blade, you want to make little indents across the lid so it kind of looks like the breathing holes that the cages have. So your lid should look like this. So you want to make the beetle itself next, so you want to take some gold clay and roll it out into an oval shape and then flatten it out into a mound. And then once you have that, you want to kind of cut a small little square on one end of the beetle so it looks like it has the stags. And then with the dull end of your blade, you want to make an indent horizontal and then vertical to make a beetle like wings. And then you want to add 2 dots of clay to the sides for the eyes. Then for the legs, you just kind of want to add some chubby snakes, and you want 6 of them, and you want to attach to both sides of the body. Then you want to bake your beetle and your lid. So now we're going to make the bottom part of the cage. So here I'm taking some UV resin and I'm adding some sand. And then I'm mixing it together and putting it on the bottom of my cage. You want to make sure that the resin sand gets on all sides of the cage, and I'm just adding a few little pebbles and rocks to the cage to give it more of a habitat effect. And then with the lid, you want to kind of super glue around it, and then you want to glue on a piece of shrink plastic or plastic to cover up the little hole you made. Then finally, you want to super glue in your beetle into your cage, so you want to do that so it doesn't like flip over. Just want to glue it on the belly and then just kind of attach it to one of the sand or the rocks. And then for the final step, you want to super glue on the cage, like the lid onto the cage. And there you have your very own beetle in its own habitat cage charm. Well, it's not really a charm, so it's like a miniature figurine, But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is one of the more complicated tutorials I've had because it uses 3 different mediums: plastic, resin, and clay. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my last chemical flask tutorial. Thank you.